Live from the 15 Minutes of Fame studios, 39th and Broadway, in the heart of Bayonne, New Jersey, cause we couldn't afford a spot in Manhattan. Welcome to the Shut Up and Talk Show. Give it up for your host, me, motherfuckers. Let's go.
If I can,
right.
You mentioned, at the that first meeting, everybody that was there, Math was there. It's the first time you meet Math.
Right.
And what did you say? Like you just didn't know y'all was gonna be cool, or?
I mean, I think I was NYB right there. I think he made me NYB right there. No, I'm joking.
Well,
no, I remember something like that happened. I do think he did. I don't know if I'm joking.
So NYB is already a thing.
A thing because he had the shit with, I think, Chambers and Liaison. And I swear I do think he said, yo, you should get down with us right there that day.
That day.
Yes.
Crazy.
Right. I think that's where it happened at, if I'm not mistaken.
And he didn't even know you.
That's what felt weird. I mean, he knew me through Cortez. It's me, him, and Cortez.
But you and Cord met at grind time.
Yeah, so me and Cord been kicking it.
And Cortez is in my
And he's like, yo, I've been telling him, like, I fucked with Matt. Like, I was a fan of not just his raps, but how I felt like he carried himself. But, yeah, even that was like a sign early on, like, all right, bro, this shit ain't. For a nigga just say that right away, you don't kick it with the nigga, you don't really get to know a person and be like, I'm gonna be down. But that was my first, I guess, like rap click to the public. Cause I've been in rap clicks,
Have you?
Plenty growing up and in high school.
Oh, I'm talking about in battle rap.
Yeah, I wasn't, like I was doing my solo dolo.
That was it, or
yeah,
dolo. Right.
And then I was already cool with Cortez, so like I said, it wasn't that weird. But as an older, wiser person now, I would look at that like, yo, let me figure this out and hang around and kick it before I make a commitment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If I don't talk about Math, it's like people are gonna just shoot me, right?
I don't know why. That's weird to me.
Because it's like the
only person you ever had conflict, I gotta talk about. That's like some.
Which is crazy because you haven't had. There's no history.
I mean, I guess John too.
Oh yeah, well, we can't say that, but there is John.
I never tell people they can't talk about it, so you can talk about what you want to talk about.
Yeah, because again, I just want to a little bit of the information, like NYB.
Right.
It was a big thing, you know what I mean? Like it was a big group in battle rap, Dot Mob and Team Hami, and it just, I mean, because of what transpired between you and him, it's like you just stopped hearing about NYB after that.
Well, I talked to Hands like 2 weeks ago. That's the crazy part. So I talked to Hands a couple weeks ago. But yes, I think, but this is before, because you got to think about the timeline. Me and Math, I guess, when I did the Disaster joint, that was 2016. You talk about NYB falling out in 2011, 13.
I didn't know they fell out in 2000.
Well, I'm just saying that's when you stop hearing about them. Around 2011, 13 is when you stop hearing about it because Math lost to Calico. That's really what had niggas like Summer Madness 1.
But no, I remember that.
Yeah, so if you the leader, it's always gonna look, shit's gonna go down if the lead is.
I got you.
I remember about 12 to 13, 14 is when shit went down. 16 is when me and him I did the Disaster battle.
Right.
So that's about 3-4 years later. So.
And I mean, was it just one thing, or was it a big buildup between y'all? And how close were y'all? Was it a battle rap thing, or did you know?
That's the funny part is like it was clearly a battle rap thing, but we had history from him living up the street in the Bronx. Goods was right around the corner too, which was crazy. But yeah, we was all right there. So he come by the crib, kick it, talk shit. But I think he made it seem like we were closer than it was, because if you look at battles where I'm behind him, it's only the Arsenal battle where I'm standing behind him. When I battled Pat Stay before we got into it, he's in the middle. He's not standing behind me. So if you watch as a battle rap fan, you'll be able to tell, like, you know, he wasn't super cool like that, but that's what the perception was from his battle to make his material hit harder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, he was my guy though. It's always love. I forgot the second part to the question.
I did too. I was caught up because I was trying to make sure I knew I was going to ask you the next thing.
Plus, I got toothache. That's why I'm like talking like that.
You got two what?
A toothache, so the fans wonder like,
that's
yeah, I'm probably
right,
talking
that's
a little
right.
funny.
And thank you for coming over here.
Yeah, nah, it's all a little
still,
bit. Come on, man.
Yeah, because again, man, like I see a lot of people, a lot of cliques, a lot of people hook up, and it's like a lot of times because of battle rap, it just don't last, and the groups break up, and you know there's
And
no
they
more
fall out,
NWX, and you know,
it's
writers blocking, all types of cliques that just. And again, I was a fan of NYB because it was
too.
you, Math, Cortez,
Right.
even the D Chambers in the Hands thing too. Like I fucked with Hands and D Chambers too. So I like that little clique. Do you know at what point, where as though like, did you distance yourself or like?
From I could be transparent. I distanced myself probably, honestly, which he didn't know or they didn't know, I would say, but the Verb and him versus Verb battle.
Okay.
When they was pushing through the crowd and pushing fans, and I'm just like, I don't really represent that. Like, this is just like super. So I just fell back a little bit after that because I was like, you know, I didn't like that energy, but I still was kicking it with Hands and D Chambers. You know what I'm saying? So.
And Cortez, of course.
Yeah, all of them. But it was just like, I should have been more vocal about that. As a, you know, a wiser person now, I would have been like, yo, I don't like how we moving, So
you mean within the group?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't know how to handle the group dynamic thing. I was too used to being a solo player, so I just fell back instead of communicating, you know what I mean? Which was wrong.
And then I guess, what happens after that? Like, you kind of distance yourself. Are you not?
Oh, it gets loopy. That's why I feel like that energy came, because shit took off for me, like.
So you distance yourself, and now you start to skyrocket.
I mean, it was already going up there.
Yes.
So it ain't like I distanced myself. I don't want to make it seem like that was
your
the
whole
reason.
career's been on a
incline. It was like this is Big T, Goods, Hitman, Webster Hall. So it's going up, but I think that's just maybe what it looked at like to the outside, or maybe to them like, oh, he
ain't fucking with us no more.
Right, because I remember at the Total Slaughter shit. This is another funny story too. With Daylight, because this is right after Diz swung on Math. Excuse me. And Daylight was in the hotel, and he came out there. And the thing with Total Slaughter was like, is Daylight gonna come? Is he gonna come? I don't think he's gonna come. So the nigga end up on my floor, right? And once again, I feel like I'm stuck in the middle. So after the battle, Math and them calling my phone, Math. From the lobby, not calling my phone. Yo, I'm in the lobby. I'm like, yo, give me a second. Call me again. Yo, I'm trying to spin it. I'm like, all right, come up. They come upstairs. They hit the elevator. We walking like this. You know how you'll make a right. You won't see this way no more.
Yeah.
Bro, as soon as we about to make that right, you just hit doo-doo. A door closed. The end of the hall is Daylight and Queens Flip. We like, what the and I'm looking like, oh my God, this looks like I set this up. These niggas go press Daylight. And I'm looking like, oh my God, it looked like I set this shit up. Cause I was like, I seen Daylight earlier and was joking with him. Like, nigga, you tried to sneak out here, you know, just jokingly. But Daylight said for a while he thought I set that up.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was just like, I was trying to do the opposite. I was trying to get them in my room.
Math had no idea that Daylight was there.
Nah, I kept saying I didn't see him. I'm like, I don't know, because I didn't want to.
Wow.
So I'm like, I don't know, bro. He like, is that nigga up there? I'm like, bro, I don't know, bro.
How do you and Daylight, y'all got past that?
Yeah, of course. Of
Okay,
course.
all
I told
right.
Daylight
You
like
said he
2
felt
weeks
like
ago. I felt like that. He never really
looked
said
weird,
that,
I'm sure.
Yeah, like at that time when the shit was at the height, this is like 3 weeks, a month before that.
Right.
He just punched him. So yeah, shit like that. Like I was trying to stay away from shit like that because I don't be in shit like that unless about some real money. real, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
That shit
right,
over
right.
battle rap shit. I ain't about to be beefing in battle rap.
God, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, so
Sheesh.
it was, but I say that to make the point of, at that time, you know what I'm saying, I'm still trying to like kind of fall back.
Mm-hmm.
But you know it's hard to, because you made a commitment to this. It's like being a gang member. You made a commitment
Now,
to the
all
group.
of a sudden, you don't want to be in a gang.
Yeah, it's like,
'cause they
nah, that ain't how
stabbing
it
people
work.
and you just want to
Right,
fight. Like,
right.
I didn't want to use knives. I thought we was going to fight with a
It's like you in for life. But it's like I said, it's all love. I spoke to Heads a couple weeks ago, Chambers a few months ago, Cortez a week ago. So
And again, you know, we ain't got to get into because the whole, y'all wind up battling, you know, and then like he did this whole spiel about whatever happened in Coney Island.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so he
When
mentioned
somebody
a lot
got
of that.
murdered. Somebody got murdered, another person got shot.
Yeah, I didn't know somebody actually died.
Yeah, somebody got murdered.
So I know that was a big thing, and a lot of that stuff I didn't know until he started talking about it in the actual battle.
I mean, the funny part is I didn't
So-
even know Math was there that day. The shit was so big, it was in the field. I didn't see him till after dude got murdered and the shots let off.
At Coney Island?
Yeah,
You didn't know he was there.
I didn't see him at all till afterwards.
Evidently, he felt different about it.
I mean, obviously, like I said, he said stuff for the battle. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna exaggerate in the battle.
Right.
But honestly, like from the heart, outside his battle rap shit, I always wondered like why he like didn't roll with us or didn't come up to us or stood away from us and niggas started shooting at us. You know what I'm saying? So that was always kind of weird, but I never really spoke on it like in detail because somebody got murdered.
Right.
You know, being Brooklyn, you know, that's where I'm born at. Like, I'm not going to go into details over some street shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I never seen him that whole day till afterwards. But it worked well for Angle, though. And it's still getting
Definitely
used
did.
to this day. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it definitely did.
I got to be like a fan of the sport and say, like, that shit is funny.
Right.
So,
And again, the business side of that, like a lot of stuff transpired between y'all two. Was there any way to avoid that? Did you
what business side, though?
the LOM?
What you mean?
As
I don't
far
even
as
understand
him having the teaming up with the other
with the
guys
dude
that were
that
your
used to work with
partners.
me?
Yes.
Yeah.
They used to work with you, and then bringing them. He actually
that's
brought them
after,
to
though.
the battle, and
Yeah. I mean, I thought you
So-
meant like before he had some dealers with LOM, but he never had no dealers with LOM. It's just when you got two people that dislike you, they team up. You seeing that shit with artists now with Drake and Kendrick. These niggas is teaming up, like, you know what I'm saying, with people that dislike each other. And
right. My
just part
enemy
of
is
it.
your enemy. Some
Yeah,
shit like that.
yeah. That just comes with the game. I'm not gonna sit here and bother me for a minute, but at this point in life, it don't.
Now and again, not.
Come on, go Rod. Just ask. You gotta be like Oprah with this shit. You gotta be like, so anyways.
Well, it's again, it's a touchy situation. You know what I
not
mean?
for me though. Not no boy. You can ask whatever. You can ask.
But I
anything.
also don't want to ask the wrong thing with you and then stir up something with Math. You know, because I've been here
That
before.
nigga done did so many blogs on me, it ain't gonna hurt at this
Okay,
point.
'cause I've
Blog
been here
48
before.
ain't gonna hurt me at this
Okay.
point. This nigga done. Trust me.
So, because now there's also the Diz thing, right? Like I spoke to Cortez and, you talked about the whole Diz thing. That was a very big. Now, the Diz thing happened before or after y'all battle?
Before.
The Mass 3.
Before.
Mass 3, okay. So Mass 3 happened before. I guess that was maybe like a nail in the coffin for him that just said,
Yeah, that was
fuck
me. That was
Hollow
me
at
being
this
spiteful
point.
because he already dropped a diss record on me.
Okay.
So that's me saying, fuck it then, nigga. Like, if you want to just go public and take shots at me, I'm going to do what the fuck I want. Because I would have been battled Diz. I'd have battled Diz for years because
I think the first thing was Diz was on video of something and you were there.
Okay, so this what happened. I was at an event where Daylight battled the Swords.
That's what it was,
And,
right.
and like, I'm selling my LOM merch. I didn't really know, like, thinking Daylight's on the call. He Grape Street is, the people behind Diz and
Yes.
shit that jump at.
Active.
Yeah, so I didn't know they was gonna be there, so I'm just selling my clothes. And they was filming some shit they was already filming for the event, King of the Dot. And they hopped in some shit, was talking, and then happened to like, be like, Hollow got the LOM. I don't remember exactly, but kind of threw me in it. And he said they did that to spite of him. I'm not thinking that deep that they did because this is Key Active been in my crib.
They poking at Math by pointing out you.
That's what he was saying, but I don't think he know. Key, when Disaster Battle Rex stayed a night at my crib. I'd have been to LA hella times. I'm mad cool with Key. This ain't like some niggas I just met or been around with. Active, same shit. He was like, hey, Key said I could post up. My flight delayed. You think I could post up? Yeah, come through the crib. Had him in the Star in Brooklyn, LG. Like it's nothing. Come through.
Right.
They're like, oh, I ain't never been to the projects in New York, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, these ain't niggas that I just... So, of course, I'd be like, oh, what up, Active? Yeah, da-da-da-da. And he took that as like, you let these niggas use you to make me look crazy. I'm thinking like, my nigga, if it's that serious, catch a flight and go do your thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of returned the energy with when he was coming with that.
When prior to that happening, what is your relationship like with Math at before the disaster?
No, but let me throw this in here
video.
real quick. Don't forget that the learning lesson for people watching. You can't settle beefs between niggas, especially when it's something you ain't got to leverage in, like you ain't the big homie. You'll end up the op. You'll end up in the middle. You'll end up either having both parties mad at you and neither fucking with you, or one party super mad at you and now you beef with them. And that's what happened because when the Math and this shit went down, I'm on both they lines trying to mediate it and trying to be like, this ain't finna go to no gunplay or no, this is crazy. I gotta figure this while he's still in Cali. And that was my problem. Yeah, that's how I got caught in the middle. Cause one nigga gonna look like, yo, you talking to this nigga after what he did to me? The other nigga gonna be looking like, you fuck with that nigga? That's why I did it to him. He a bitch at. They both gonna be looking at you weird. Cause they so mad at each other. So that's the lesson I learned in that. I threw myself in the fire not knowing this, you know what I mean?
It's a sticky situation to be in because, again, like, what do you do? And
then mind you, a month later with the Daylight story I just gave you, that's a month later.
Yeah.
Then at the event in Cat, like, I'm in this shit like, nigga, I ain't get no money. I ain't, like, what the fuck am I in a bunch of shit for?
God damn.
So that's kind of, but it's still selfish because when you with a team, you got to be with that team.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I shouldn't even join, shouldn't even got down because I know I ain't about to crash out over no battle rap shit or none of this shit.
Damn. So. And again, you and Diz, y'all were cool.
Right.
So, damn, that's a really tough one, man. I know there's probably people that say, oh, fuck that, he's supposed to roll with Math, and other people that probably saying, hey, you was stuck in the middle.
It's always gonna be like that. But when I went to the Total Slaughterhouse, nigga, it was to go bring some weed to Diz. Go get up with Math. They're together singing and shit. Diz singing songs. Math is, telling Diz, yo, shit's gonna be all right.
This is after?
No, this before they get in the fight.
Whoa, I didn't know about that.
But that was like a month and a half. That's why I'm so confused. This was like
something
2 months
happened
before.
in that house. If I could be wrong, but I think something happened in that house that made them two actually, start, angry towards each other.
Yeah.
I think that's from Total Slaughter.
But in the house, they was getting along like motherfucker.
But I think before that house trip was over, something happened.
Right.
Now you and Diz are cool. They call you for Mass 3. So at this point, like, what did Math say anything to you? Or what did he say to you about the Cali trip with the Active in them? Did he kind of like...
No, he never really... See, that's the thing is we don't communicate as men a lot of times. It just be like, oh, I see where you at with it. And nigga just give you the cold shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't even talk to him after the...
We never had a discussion about that where... I mean, to be honest, I'm just keeping it a glass of water. I was hoping like...
151?
151. Okay. That's what I'm going to do the whole time. Just be transparent. I was hoping he didn't see it. I was like, damn, I know. Because when I seen them niggas film that shit and I thought afterwards, I said, that's going to look crazy, bro. I hope these niggas don't put this shit out. I hope they would have consideration like, Hollow a cool nigga. He brought it to the crib. Let's not do him like that. Nope, it drops. So I know I felt the type of way. So as a man, even when me and him got into it after he did all the shit in the battles, I still came back and apologized once I realized that. once I realized, like, yo, initially I didn't speak up. I should have said, nah, don't have me on camera. Y'all just got into it with my homie. Don't have me on camera. I didn't man up. I admit that. You know what I'm saying? That was my wrong. That's where I admit that. Apologize to him about that. But other than that, everything is him just holding on to that. Then we did the body movie that added more fuel to the fire because it looked like the punch at the beginning was how he got punched. So it was just everything kind of falling down on him. You know what I'm saying? So
when did you apologize about the active and the Diz thing?
I didn't apologize directly and say that. I said, yo, I want to apologize to you because I recognize I did do some stuff wrong.
Okay.
But
that's
a year after we battled.
3?
A year after we battled.
That's before Mass 3.
What do you mean, Mass 3? This is 2020, a year after I battled Math.
Oh, after. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
Still, like, when I recognized what I did do wrong, when I reflected on it, I also noticed, like, with the clothing line, the reason he felt liable to do a fake LOM or team up with them is what I did to Charlie Clips. When I was selling Psych I Lied on my website, now, even though it's not the same and it's not an equal, and
it was funny when I saw you at the event with the t-shirts.
Yeah, but when I started selling it on site is when battle rappers got mad. Because Pat Stay brought it up to me as an angle. And I always thought, like, damn, that is a good point. Like, you're selling his slogan. So that's why he felt fair game. I recognized that after the battle. I said, this is because I was so lost on it. I didn't know, like, why a nigga would wear another nigga shit, pump another nigga shit, and act like it's his.
Right.
But I said, oh, this fair game to him because of what I did the clips, and I feel like he mentioned that in one of our Angry Fan interviews. So I started catching all that. I had to man up and say, look, I see niggas' logic now. I could pass. I don't care if a nigga lied on me, a nigga front on me. As a person to be able to let it go, I'm going to admit my wrong.
Right.
And that's all I did was, like, admit my wrong, let it go, and move on.
Which is good. The Mass 3 gets set up. And you said that was kind of like, you was like, fuck that at that point.
Yeah, at that
point, you like, fuck it, I don't care.
He had the diss record, he had the Doggy Diamonds interview, so it's like, all right, fuck it.
Right. And was it one rounder?
It was a one rounder, but it's what? How far is Mass? You just drove, what was it, like 4 hours away? 5?
4.5, 5.
You could have been out there lurking.
Yeah.
He could have called him if it was that serious.
Well, Court told me, I don't know, I'm going to drop the interview, but
if a nigga embarrassed me, got me looking crazy, not on no tough shit, but on some shit like I put on my son when I catch him, and I know he's just a few states away.
They didn't know. Court said they didn't know.
It's a live pay-per-view.
Well, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Once the battle happened,
you know
you out there.
You know you're in Boston.
Okay. Cause
it's that simple.
Court told me, I think he called Organic or Organic called him.
Court didn't perform there, did he?
No, he was with Mav. And he said either Court called Organic or Organic called Court, and Organic told Cortez, like, they had some, like, bad business dealings with Mav, so they didn't want Mav.
Oh, for the Thesaurus battle. He owed for the Thesaurus battle.
I didn't know what it was, but that's what Organic said, and they didn't want Mav to come.
Oh, he said they was trying to come before?
Yes.
Like I said, I didn't have no worries.
But they didn't know at that point. They didn't know that
that's on Diz and them. I'm
not
squabbling with them. That's none of my business, so I didn't have to hide.
Right.
I went right back to Queens.
Now y'all battle. And you see, man, I'm just trying to touch pause on some of little this and that.
Let's get loopy.
So then y'all battle, and you know the angle he took, like, just kind of like blew everybody away.
Which one?
The angle with the flip flops or whatever. The
shit they call the outlet split splash. Yeah.
Just him breaking all that down.
Right.
Is that the most uncomfortable battle you've ever been in? Because y'all were cool at one point, and all this personal stuff.
On camera, I mean, it's more uncomfortable because, like I said, when people team up, you know, so it's not just him, it's Rob and them. You know what I'm saying? And then Liv go over there and talk with Rob and them. But yeah, we were still like.
That's right. Liv was there too.
Yeah, I met Rob and them through him. So he's over there talking with them. Like, come on, y'all niggas is wilding for this. But yeah, like it was just weird, kind of. I would say more weird than anything because I know how they felt. Yeah, it was just more weird. I'll leave it at that.
And after the battle, you said you know kind of made amends and apologized for what you felt, you know, you did wrong unconsciously.
Gotta move on. That shit's old.
Have you and Mav have crossed paths since y'all battled?
Nah, I don't live out here in New York. So.
I'm just saying in general.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So no. Okay, I was always curious. So after your battle, that was it. You haven't seen or talked to Mav ever since then.
No, just like I said, the DM to like, you know, extend my hand and say like, you know what I said. It was one time Chambers tried to do an NYB reunion, but I wasn't having it.
Oh, you didn't want it?
Nah.
No.
Nah, I don't got no problem, but that don't mean I'm gonna, you know.
Okay.
That don't mean I'm gonna kick it and be cool or like, you know, if somebody showed their true colors, like.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. But if you were to see him, it's just would you say what's up to him
this
first?
Is battle rap. This is rap.
Sure,
ain't nobody get
man.
shot, cut. Even though niggas did hate on my money and hate on how nigga make bread, I didn't hate on their money.
Right.
I don't never hate on nigga money. Even when I was not getting along, Arsenal, anybody on cars with me. When I was putting together shit, me and Pat State, we want Arsenal on this car. Get him and JC on there. I ain't never hate on a nigga bread, so I'm guilt free.
Right. It feels good.
Yeah, it feels amazing to be like, yo, I didn't say this about her. I ain't say, yo, your sister, your baby moms is this. I didn't say none of the shit that, whether true or not, nigga could have did that because the niggas heard shit just like you've heard shit. But yeah, I feel great about that. It feels like no matter what happens with the battle rap shit, as a human, as a person, I don't feel like I have to talk about it now or have to see him and say what's up or anything. I don't feel like I owe anything,
Right.
If anything, something's kind of old to me for, you know, it would be dope if he admitted like, yo, that was battle rap or, cause I'm sure he don't fuck with these niggas now that he brought out.
That was it for that moment.
Well, I mean, just respectfully, the dude Rob has got to with everybody, Prodigy, me, Havoc, man, 40 Glock, everybody he kicks it with. The list goes on. Sirius Jones, I see him and Sirius Jones about to fight in the front of Griffin's. So that's just kind of the cat he is. So I'm sure they probably don't kick it now. They been got into it.
Looking back, is there anything you would? I know you apologized for that video, you know, and everything. But looking back, is there anything you would say like, "Damn, I wish I would have did this or that wrong"? I mean, different.
Of course, with business, with the battle, I wish I just wouldn't have did it. It was the most money I ever got at the time, and that was the wrong decision. And my sister locked me up for that and kind of got on my wig.
No, I mean the whole situation. You know, the whole NYB up until now.
Yeah, I said it earlier, like not getting a group without knowing someone. Yeah, kicking it with them first, getting a vibe. It ain't like something was wrong with these niggas or they did nothing wrong. It's just they on a different time than I was on. That's it.
They didn't need you. You didn't need them. It just happened to happen.
Yeah, but we did help each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And Hans was like one of my favorite rapper at the time. Like seriously, like.
So, but again, I'm glad it's all past. But you know, when I do these shut up and talk shows, man, it's like certain things I just gotta talk about.
Yeah.
You know,
I already see the comment and the jokes. Uncle Rod got Hollow smoking weed on. He stressed out. I ain't never seen Hollow smoke.
No, I don't know that. Nah, he ain't stressed. He real comfortable, man. This is home right here, man.
This is my new bag of tea.
Nah, that's a fact, man. You know what I didn't ask? When you went to jail and you came home, the surf battle.
Yeah.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's